Hello, guys. It has been a while, I know, but we are back again, big and better. And I believe the topic which we are about to tackle today is a very key topic to each and every individual. It doesn't matter the field of your expertise, but I believe, regardless of if you are a guru in the spiritual sector, you might be a minister, a preacher, a reverend, or a bishop. Maybe you might be an academician, a student pursuing your degree, or maybe at high school, or even doing a master's or PhD. This one is going to be an amazing topic. You might be an employee, a professional person in the journey of pursuing your career. You want to climb the ladder to managerial position. This discussion today is for you. You could be a sports person, you could be a business person. I want to tell you this. This topic which you are about to dissect today is going to be amazing. Kindly subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends, because I believe sharing is caring. If you watch along this video and you get some nuggets which are going to be key for your life, it's good. You pass them to another person. So kindly remember to share this video. So here we go. We are going to tackle this topic, and the topic is why upscale your skills. Now, let us start by defining what I've just mentioned. Now, what is to upscale one's skills? And my definition is going to be as simple as possible. Now, upscaling skills encompasses of improving the value of the strengths which you have, or improving the value of the skills which you carry. I am 100% sure each one of us, where we are functioning at currently, be it in a place of career, in your business, be it as a sports person, you are functioning at a particular level because you upgraded your skills to a particular measure or threshold, which opened for you the opportunity which you are functioning today at. Therefore, where we are today, we came as a result of acquiring skills, bettering the strengths that we have. That is what made us who we are today. Therefore, it calls also for immediate attention to how can we continue upscaling those skills so that we can enjoy more benefits, or we can grow and progress and then be happy. Because I came to discover there is no nasty life as a life which is stagnant. If you are an employee and you are at the same position for years after years, it comes a time and getting bored kicks in, and you are always complaining they are not providing tea, they are not providing bread, or there's no pay increment. Why? You are stagnant at one point. And this happens to everybody. Let's say, for example, today you are earning 20 Gs, and you climb through the ladder and you start earning probably like 2 million Kenyan shillings, and you earn that amount for 10, 20 years, you still get bored by that amount. Why? Nobody likes to stagnate at one particular point. Life demands for change, for growth, for progress, because that is what births happiness. And that's why whenever we achieve something which grows us or progresses us, we call people and we celebrate. We feel happy and we are like, wow, I am growing. Wow, something is happening in my life in terms of advancement. Therefore, upgrading our skills or upscaling our skills is one of the things which makes us change, which makes us grow, which makes us progress, and open us to moments of happiness and experiences which make us appreciate ourselves through life as we journey through life. Therefore, regardless of who you are today, you need to upscale your skills. Or in simple terms, the skills you have, you need to add them more value, or you need to make them more valuable. Now, having understood what is to upscale our skills, how do we do this? Because this is the backbone, or this is the spine of our discussion today. Now, I believe one of the ways in which to upscale our skills is acquire information. And this calls you to specifically focus on what field are you an expertise at. And then once you identify your field, seek to know where can you get information, where can you get knowledge which you can master. And then it points you to action points which will keep day in, day out. And those action points probably could make you end up being certified. For example, let me use this. If you're a professional person and maybe you are in the field of accounting, you can just decide, I'm going to do some professional certifications in my field, that is accounting field. You might pursue your CPA all the way to K, or maybe pursue SCCA, or maybe you can decide I'm going for CIFA, whichever certification which you decide I'm going to pursue. At the end of the examinations, now when you have that certificate, you would have upscaled your skills in your accounting field. You could be in managerial positions, and you decide, even though I'm a certified manager, why can't I upscale my skills with an HR certification. And you enroll into a class, you go through the process, and at the end of the day, you are certified. That is what brings value to you. In one way or another, you have diversified or you have increased your value. And the same applies even to people who are in business. For example, maybe you happen to get some money and you decided to venture in a particular sector in business, probably selling electronics or even selling clothes or even maybe selling phone accessories. And your business has been doing good. You have been getting profits year after year, and you have employed a few people here and there, and maybe you have 4, 5, 10 branches. Now, don't settle there. You can decide, why can't I learn how to do accounts? You enroll in an accounting class so that you can be an expert, probably in confirming what your accountant is doing, how the books are being kept, are the records perfect, is your financial statement or your balance sheet like done the right way. When you do that, you have upscaled your skills as an entrepreneur. Maybe you can decide, every year I'm going to attend like 4 conferences where entrepreneurial skills, refresher courses are being taught, or I'm going to interact with people who are bigger investors than myself. In that way, the experience you get as you go through that process, what is happening is, as an entrepreneur, you are upscaling your skills. Therefore, seek information to upscale your skills. Now, number 2, in which you can upscale your skills is this: seek exposure. And seeking exposure means locating the gurus of your area of expertise and spending time with them. If you can meet them physically, well and good. If you can't meet them physically, nowadays we have like every great person, every celebrity, be it in leadership, in business, be it in sports, they are on social media. And even if they themselves are not on social media, they are bloggers, they are media houses who seek to dig as much as possible information about those guys, and then they either upload to the internet or share with the public. So seek to know what is the lifestyle of those guys. Interact with them by reading who they are, by reading their biographies, by watching their videos, by watching their interviews. What will happen is, as you interact with them, they will be giving you an exposure. They will be like taking you into an expedition of an exposure of who they are, of what your field of expertise entails, the challenges you'll meet, the solution which can work, the solutions which can't work. And by that, exposure is increasing your value, is like bettering your skills, your know-how, your intellect, your interpretation and perception of the area of your expertise. In one way or another, you are growing. You are finding yourself at an advantage of making it faster in what you want to become better at. So exposure. And there are many other ways in which we can upgrade or upscale our skills. What is the advantage of upscaling our skills? Number 1, competitiveness. There's nothing which makes one competitive in an area or in a field like when their skills keep on improving, keep on increasing in value. And I believe when you are competitive in terms of skills in a particular area, what happens is this: opportunities tend to open up to you faster than any other person. If you're an employee, that is how the promotion will kick in. That is how you will avoid too much pressure, because with the skills you will perform better, you'll be more productive. So that is how you will avoid pressure from your bosses. Therefore, you should find a way to upscale your skills so that you can be competitive. Better opportunities can come your way. As far as opportunities are opening in your life, maybe better pay, opportunities for better pay, opportunities to interact with more valuable people, opportunities to probably serve at higher platforms than you used to serve. When that is happening, that is how we are growing, how we are progressing, and that is how we feel like, yes, we are making it in life and we are living our dreams. And this cuts across to everybody spiritually. If you are a minister at church, find a way to master even the scriptures better, to pray better, to remain more intimate with God. Like, find a way to better who you are. If you're a business person, kindly find a way to upscale your skills in business. Know what is working, know what is latest in the market, know how to negotiate with your customers, learn skills on how to sell. This is how you upscale your skills in business. And this is what is going to make you competitive. This is what is going to make you like satisfy your customers more, have products which meet people's needs more efficiently, and at the end of the day, you will increase your what? Your revenue and your profit. Therefore, competitiveness is one of major gains of upscaling your skills. If you're a sports person, find a way. How are you going to master how international guys In sports, what disciplines did they keep? How are you going to master the psychology? How are you going to model great people who excelled in sports and probably rise to their level? This is what I'm going to tell you. Upscaling one's skills is not easy. Many times it will take money, it take time, it will take sacrifices. Like you have to amass particular resources or put together particular resources so that you can upgrade your skills or upscale your skills. And as the saying goes, no pain, no gain. So you have to choose some resources which you are going to sacrifice so that they can give you the platform whereby you are going to upscale your skills, because by whichever way you have to remain competitive. And the reason is because today we are in the information world, and I believe anyone, anywhere in the world can get the skills which you want to get. So the faster you choose you are going to upscale your skills, the better, because that is what is going to put you at the cutting edge. And remember, I've said when you're at the cutting edge, the opportunities are yours, the revenues are yours, and the profits are yours. Therefore, don't waste time, regardless of who you are. If you're a student, if you're an employee, if you are a minister, if you are an entrepreneur or a business person, if you're a leader, find a way to remain competitive. And the only way is upscaling your skills. Then number two, the other advantage of upscaling your skill is this: it keeps you relevant in your area of function. That area of your functionality is going to remain relevant if you are upscaling your skills. Therefore, it becomes your assignment to seek to know the current skills which brought me where I am today. How can I better them? And this is where you take time with yourself, meditate, seek to know which gaps have been existing in my area of functionality. You could be an MC, so sit down and ask myself, as an MC, when I do my performances, when I conduct the functions, which are the areas where I have loopholes? Where do my customers complain? Where am I told to do better? Which areas do people pinpoint and tell me, if you are to do better in this particular area, I'll go international? Stop wasting time. Address those loopholes right now. And how do you do that? By upscaling your skills. Get a book which guides on the same. Find a way to practice and practice what you do as your MC so that you can close all those loopholes and step in the next level of your relevance, or step into the next level of your impact and effectiveness as an MC. If you're a professional person, don't remain in the same pay for 10, 20 years. That is not right. Like, that is boring. So what do? Seek the courses you can pursue, or seek how you can diversify the quality of the skills which you have, so that if those guys don't want to increase your pay or don't want to promote you, you can still seek opportunity in another field. And that's how we change, that's how we progress, and that's how we become better, and that's how we stay happy. So relevance, that's advantage number two. Then number three is we keep on growing. You cannot grow, you cannot progress unless you upscale your skills. One day a particular rich guy was showering us, and then my leader where I used to work was like, the guys who are at the top were very keen on how we were performing. And one of us made a joke and said, those guys are in a particular room which is well ventilated, swinging on a chair. And then the man was showering us said, those guys climbed through the ladder. And what the guy was saying is, those guys upscaled their skills and they found themselves at the top. They never woke up and found themselves sitting at the top. What happened was they started low and kept on upscaling their skills. And today, or that particular moment, they were in that well-ventilated and furnished room, swinging on that particular chair. Not necessarily doing nothing. Of course, they perform all managerial positions, but the reason why they are there and we guys who are at the field is because they upscaled their skills, which took them there, or which made them grow and progress until they sat where they were sitting and they enjoyed the privileges that they were enjoying. So today, if you are bored with your current position, if you are stressed, how am I going to come out of this nasty place which I don't like? Do one thing: upscale your skills. And once you upscale those skills, I want to tell you, you will automatically grow and go where you believe you deserve. And I would say upscaling skills is one of the surest path and route to achieving or realizing one's dreams. Because what are our dreams? Our dreams is the better tomorrow which we aspire and admire to have, which we don't have today. So the route to that is ensuring we are more valuable, we are more skilled, ensuring that our strengths are worked on such that they can solve people's problem and add value to them. One of guys who I frequently listen, it's called Jim Rohn, and Jim Rohn says, when you give people what they need, they find a way to give you back what you need. Or maybe find a way of valuing people, and people will find a way to value back. Therefore, as a person, as a young person, as a middle-aged person, don't relent, don't give up. Don't say you are done, things can't work. No, find a way to upscale your skills. And today, it is not difficult to do this. You need to have your phone, and you need to maybe scroll and see which particular group of people, which company offers services of upscaling one's skills, probably in profession, in investment, ventures. Apply probably a 1 month training, 3 months training, 1 year training, 2 years training. You can enroll and you'll be trained, and at the end of the day, you'll find you are different in terms of mentality, in terms of how you approach issues of life. This is what I conclude by saying: life is very short, and I believe we have numbered days here on earth. Probably those of us who are lucky, they try to live all the way to 120 years. And of those 120 years, the last 40, that is from 80 onwards, we tend to be less productive, we tend to be less active. So before we hit 70, especially if you're a young person, why can't you decide, I am going to spend a month of my life, 6 months of my life, 1 year of my life, 5, 10 years of my life, upgrading or upscaling my skills, so that once that is done, I can fetch opportunities which are going to take me global, which are going to completely shift my life and place me at a platform probably of earning better, place me at a platform where I'll be more respected, and I will have an opportunity to impact and influence not only the people that I love, but my country, my continent, and even the globe. That is possible only when we upscale our skills. All of us, I believe, have dreams, have visions, have missions. Some of us, they are in our minds. Others, we have been courageous enough to write them down. Some of us have been even more courageous to start acting on them. And the key to realizing all that is this: ensuring we are upscaling our skills every day of our life, or time after time. Therefore, don't settle down and allow your skills rust. No, ensure you enroll in a program, either as an individual or even as a team, whereby your skills will be upscaled. And that is how you are going to remain competitive, relevant, and that's how you will be growing and progressing in life. John Mwangangi was with you today. Thank you.